After the break, what today's budget means for your pockets. And tonight, the Mayor says the government's budget is anti-London. From furlough to Freeport, we'll have all the reaction to today's budget. Also ahead. Good evening. London's hospitality and retail trade have been hammered by the pandemic, so all eyes are on the Chancellor's budget today for news of a rescue package. Well, Rishi Sunak delivered a raft of measures. Let's take a closer look. But for businesses spending tens of thousands of pounds a month on rent in the capital, will this even touch the sides? Our political correspondent Simon Harris reports. So London didn't get much of a look in today's budget, but there was mention of a new Thames Freeport. The South Essex site is one of 8 across the country and is set to create 25,000 jobs and billions of pounds worth of investment in the area. Martin Stew is there for us now. So Martin, what exactly is a Freeport? Rishi Sunak called the government's COVID support package the most generous in the world, but for live events in the capital, today's budget was a mixed bag. Tax reliefs were welcome, but without an announcement on government-backed insurance to protect festival organisers if they are forced to cancel again this summer. The Association of Independent Festivals say 92% of their members' events can't go ahead. Chloe Keedy reports. Well, a lot to take in there. Joining us now is Minister for London and Small Businesses, Paul Scully. Mr Scully, thank you for talking to us this evening. A lot of talk in that budget about levelling out across the country, but Sadiq Khan saying that this is the most anti-London government in history. What do you say to that? Talk about those huge challenges, particularly those very, very high rents. We heard from Leslie there, who has a pub, and she says, you know, that £18,000, that's already gone in 1 month's rent. That's it. You know, and a lot of businesses are going to be facing the same reality, aren't they? How do you help them? They're going to go under. Yeah. Lords and tenants to have a grown-up conversation is not the same as enshrining something in the law, is it? And Rishi Sunak actually tackling that issue today, which he didn't. You can't... Quickly, if you will, public sector workers, of course, many of whom would have worked on the front line in our London hospitals, will not be seeing a pay rise, and they've worked so hard over the last year, haven't they? Well, of course, more on the fallout from the Chancellor's budget on the national news at 6:30. Next from us, Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe's 5-year-long detainment in Iran is supposed to come to an end this weekend. The mother of one from North London was sentenced in 2016 after being convicted on spying charges. Her husband, Richard, says he's heard nothing from Iranian officials just 4 days before her expected release, and they are both having to take it 1 hour at a time. Here's our senior correspondent, Ronke Phillips. Richard Ratcliffe ending Ronke's report. Next tonight, minicab drivers in the capital are on strike right now over safety concerns following the murder of a Bolt driver. Next tonight, the North Londoner who decided to document lockdown on his street by sticking a camera in his front window and inviting people over for a chat. Paddy Wivel didn't have much luck at first, but after a while, people warmed up to the idea. The results have now been turned into a Channel 4 documentary. Let's take a look. Sally is here to talk about weather, but first of all, there's a song that we keep hearing in our ears all day.
I know, parody of Jolene with facts.
And that is it for now. I'm back with the latest after ITV News at 10. Coming up, Mary with the ITV Evening News, but from me and the rest of the London team, bye-bye.